decided to tell you my life story. It all starts in Acapulco. This was the deciding moment in my life. For a poor kid from the streets of Acapulco, the way to a better life was a job at Las Colinas.
Jamal Finkley, Black Tree TV. I love this show. I mean, I love a bilingual show. It just feels so natural, and it felt fun. It felt like I was on vacation a lot of times when you was giving the stories. But first question is for you, Eugenio. Like Eugenio, you've been on screen 40 years since Kachun Kachun Rara. And this 40 years this year. And I want to know, like, when did the transition to also producing and executive producing come into you? Like, what made that be something that you wanted to do as an actor?
Oh my God, you're the first person to mention that show in many, I would say decades. You did a lot of research. Thank you. Well, I discovered that as an actor, sometimes you have to wait until a good project comes to you. You are always like depending on what your agent gets for you, or somebody that called you for a good project or not. So I decided to take care of my own career by developing my own stuff. And
offering.
Yeah, and that's for me, it's a great weapon.
Not just asking for a job, offering job.
Exactly. And that's what I do. I mean, sometimes they call me for something, I do it. But if not, I'm creating always my own productions. And that's what happened with Acapulco. It's something that I created so I can portray the kind of character that I like, the kind of story that I like, humor, etc. For example, I was tired of hearing bad things about Mexico and always watching Mexico portrayed in like in Narcos,
deeply
Narcos
way.
or drug lords. I'm tired of seeing the violent Mexico or the nasty Mexico. And this is a way I can show the nice parts of Mexico, like Acapulco. That's one of the most amazing spots to go on vacation. So that's why I decided to produce, not just act, but also executive produce in this series.
And Enrique, I know you play young Maximo in this story, but if you're playing young Eugenio, and what could you learn from Eugenio as an actor, playing young Eugenio right now, going forward in your career? Wow. I know you got so much promise going forward. Like what, playing him, play him now,
everything. Imagine if he had the decision to choose me. Well, it's because he sees in me himself, and I see me in himself too. So for me, it's my mentor. Like I admire him. I admire all his career. I knew him since I was a kid, and I know that he has do more than others, and he's looking always to the future and trying to come up with new ideas. And being on the same boat, on the same project, makes me chills. So it's a great opportunity, and I'm more than grateful.
I had my mission. If the resort experience was what the guests wanted, then that's what I was going to give them.
So your job was to convince people to spend more money?
Exactly. Because the more I get guests to pay, the bigger the tip I get. Everyone wins. Well, not the guests. They lose a lot. Anyway, it's called upselling. And once Don Pablo explained upselling to me, I realized that that was my ticket to more riches.
Last question. Acapulco is a great vacation spot. Can each of you just give me one vacation spot other than Acapulco that you could suggest to our viewers?
Well, let me tell you something. I don't know if you know that Acapulco in the 80s was the spot to vacation. All the Hollywood stars were there.
Mike Todd, Liz Taylor,
Everyone.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, yeah. The royalty all around the world. There was a very famous duke that has a mansion there, and the parties were wild, really wild. So there are legendary stories about those parties, and we wanted to reflect all that. What was going on there? So we're here talking about Las Colinas, that supposedly in the series is the hottest resort in Acapulco, and all the crazy things that happens there. And he has to navigate, you know, like to deal with all this crazy stuff. But because he wants to succeed, but then he realizes that he has to pay a very high price to achieve his dreams. And that's what the series is about. How much am I willing to pay or to give in order to achieve my dreams? And that's a very interesting question for anyone.
Exactly. Yeah. And in the opposite, the tips he's earning can make a difference in his home and can be a way to have a better life.
Exactly.
Spoken like a true executive producer. It's a great story. I love me and my girlfriend entertained by it every night. So we love the series. Can't wait till the rest of the world see it, and can't wait to see what you got coming up, Enrique. And I'll keep on watching you for the rest of your career.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamal.
Jamal.
Máximo. ¿Qué crees? Por fin llegó el día que llevamos esperando toda la vida.
¿Perdiste la virginidad? ¿Esa es su notición? ¿Con quién fue? ¿Con tu prima tercera? No me digas que fue la segunda de la tercera, para que ya está.
No he perdido la virginidad. Pero esta noticia es mejor. Bueno, igual de buena. Mi vecino Tito tiene un compa, Jorge, y él tiene un hermano, Miguel, que le dijo que su amigo Francisco le contó que hay un aviso de que se buscan personal en el Hotel de las Colinas y conseguí que nos entrevisten a los dos en un ratito.
¡Órale, qué increíble! Pero no puedo. Hoy empiezo a trabajar en la terminal de camiones.
Pero este siempre ha sido nuestro sueño dorado. Nomás imagínate a tu mamá, ya recuperada de sus ojos, en una casotota junto al mar, no porque le esté limpiando, sino porque tú se la compraste.
Hello, Camila. Hello, Fernando. How you doing?
I'm good.
Mel, we're good. How are you?
I was just telling Cord and Jessica that this looks like a fun film to be a part of. Now I know, Fernando, for you, this is like one of your first projects. So I know it must have been super fun. But can y'all just tell me like how fun it was to be in this bubble on this resort, like making this project?
It was incredible. I was learning so much on the job every single day because not only was I blessed with an incredible crew, but I was also blessed with an incredible cast with some incredibly amazing acting veterans and also
Americans too. Because you were gonna say
I was gonna say Americans. But yeah, Americans and Mexicans. But yeah, I feel so blessed because they were there to hold me and you know, I had someone to fall back on all the time. You guys were incredible. So I just feel blessed and so lucky to have this opportunity and with a character that feels so close to my heart and special. It was great.
I know that you guys have like probably a lot of great TV that plays in Mexico and in Colombia and elsewhere. But how does it feel to be a part of a project that's universal but bilingual and it's not because it's, you know, Spanish dub or English dub, or how does it feel to be a part of that?
it feels great because we don't want to be put in this box. We want to reach everyone. We don't want just Latinas to relate to us. We want every girl from every background to watch your show and say, oh my God, I see myself. So for us, it's very special. And we're also honored to be, you know, kind of the pioneers for, there's not a lot of bilingual shows out there. It's an incredible honor. Your English, it's quite good.
Thank you. I had the best English teachers. Luke Skywalker, Indiana Jones, Danny Zuko.
I had pretty good English teachers too. Jane Austen, Emily Bronte, Virginia Woolf.
No offense, but those sound like really boring movie characters.
They're actually authors. Some of the great ones too. But I am also hopelessly devoted to Grace.
In that moment, it was clear Julia was the one. I could tell just from the look in her eyes.
You want to kiss me, don't you?
Yes. Well, until you own the place and tell me not to, I have to get back to work.
Bit of free advice, huh?
Yes, I love an advice from you.
If you want to keep this job, maybe don't hit on the boss's girlfriend.
What does that mean? Who's Julia's boyfriend?
If it makes you feel better, you never had a shot anyway.
In one episode, I forget which one it is, Camila, you talked to Enrique's character, young Maximo, about like that you're not a damsel in distress. It's the episode with the big actor that's there. And are we at a day where you could no longer ever be the damsel in distress? Is that like yesteryear? Can you ever be the damsel in distress in these days?
Can I answer that?
Well, we don't want to give too much away.
We don't want to give too much away. I
But
feel like
I'll tell you this: Camila's not a damsel in distress.
I am not.
She, just like her character, is a strong woman who knows what she wants,
I do.
and she goes and gets it.
Yes.
I wasn't talking about as a spoiler. I was just talking about just like in life, you know. So I wasn't trying to give anything away.
Oh, I thought it was a
Like, I can't tell you.
That's why I looked at him. I was like, oh, should I go?
sorry. We're like, I'm sorry.
There's also this thing. I think they call it Limpia, where it's the superstitious thing. And I wonder if any of you guys are superstitious. Do you have superstitions?
Yeah.
That y'all carry to center?
No, do you?
I am very superstitious. I was gifted a Britney Spears perfume on set because I wanted my costumes to smell like Britney Spears perfume. It was a gift. I wasn't trying to be a diva. And I put it every single day. And the one day that I didn't put it on, I had a rough day on set. So immediately I was like, it was the perfume. So I'm wearing the perfume right now. Anything that is related to the show, I will be wearing my perfume.
He's always with Fernando, wherever he goes.
Yeah, it's my Britney Spears perfume.
Wherever he goes, he's taking Britney Spears with him.
Oh, definitely.
It's Britney.
And Kavita, last question. I know Acapulco is a great spot to go to, and definitely a great spot in the '80s. But have any of you had like, what's your favorite vacation destination that y'all been to thus far?
I think mine has been the Bahamas. I love the ocean, so for me, that was like a dream. I just like to relax, have a few, little drinks by the beach, and have a good time. That's mine.
I mean, I haven't traveled much, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge beach person. I don't like the beach that much.
What? You were never at the beach? We lived at the beach. This guy was never or he was hiding under an umbrella. I never got him.
I'm not going into the sun. No, just kidding. I don't like feeling wet. I don't like my clothes wet. But New York City, I've been there once, and it was the trip of a lifetime. I forgot the word. It was a trip of a lifetime. So New York. For me, it's New York.
Yeah.
Well, this show, I think I'm glad that it's breaking barriers. I'm glad that I'm not having to be a sub or a dub. I could just live. I could get it all at once and feel like I'm part of the culture, and can't wait till the rest of the world sees it. So y'all did a great job, and everybody's gonna know that in a few days.
Oh, thank you. We're excited for the world to see it, and we hope they enjoy it and they love it.
This is where all the action is.
One mistake and your career here will be over. Good luck, papi.
So I just served filet mignon to a dog. Is that normal here?
More normal than you think.
Maximo.
Hello, Jessica. Hello, Gord. How you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, good. How are you?
How are you?
Good. So I will start with you, Cord. It's always ladies first, but this time I'm gonna just jump to the Cord because I spent 5 years in Nashville, and so I feel like we have some type of kinship there. And I wonder, as an actor like you from a talented musical family, how hard was it to break the mold of musician? I know that you're still a musician, but to get into acting, was that something that was like a little more nerve-wracking than being a musician?
I think, I think where you come from when you have roots somewhere. It's like growing up watching my dad do music. Music always just seemed like it just kind of flowed through me. It was kind of just like natural. I just that's what my family did growing up. Everybody kind of sang or played an instrument. So acting was definitely uncharted territory. I was really fortunate to where my first first big acting gig had to do with music, and it was kind of I was kind of blessed in that way to where I could kind of be able to do both in one. So it was really cool, but I think that the music side of that might have helped kind of give me a little bit of a boost there.
Hello, my fabulous darlings. Welcome to the famous and infamous Las Colinas Resort. It's me, Diane Davies. You might remember me from I Love You. My celebrated roles in daytime TV, my groundbreaking workout videos.
And grind, and grind, and grind.
My line of meal replacement shakes, I feel thinner already, and my best-selling autobiography. I bought this little slice of heaven with 2 words in mind: total excellence. So if you've made it this far, it's because my hiring staff saw potential in you. Hooray! You can clap now. The wealthiest, most fascinating international jet setters come here to play.
Stupid laser disc. Hello, folks. My name is Chad. And as a general manager, it is my job to protect the brand of Las Colinas. And what is that brand, you may ask? Well, I'll show you. Vamonos, come on.
Jessica, I have to know, like, this seems like such a fun set. Like, I don't know how much of this was studio or not, but were there Mai Tais and, like, jumping in the pool between takes over here? Like, how was shooting Acapulco? Because it looks fun. It's fun to watch, but it looks like it might be fun to act in.
It was really fun to act. We couldn't do Mai Tais during shooting or swimming, but, the weekends, we did have that whole resort to ourselves, and no one else. We were all bubbled for 3 months. No one came in or out. And so on the weekends, yes, we got to have some fun, for sure.
I have to follow up because I know that you're also a world-renowned chef, and I'm pretty much a novice in my cooking. Like, I can make chili and spaghetti, and I can make fish. But can you give me one? Just tell me. I'll look it up, but tell me one good meal I can make for my girlfriend out of these basic meals that I've been making so far.
Oh, well, first of all, I think any meal you make for your girlfriend, she'll appreciate. I love when people cook for me, but you could go to my blog, jessicacollins.com, and I have a whole recipe section, especially this last year during the pandemic, where I did all of these really easy, low ingredient recipes that you can make. Any one of those, I'm sure she'd love.
Yeah. And Core, I know I'm not gonna say that you played the dumb gringo, but in some instances, like that's like a stereotype for Americans while traveling. When you travel outside of the U.S., do you try hard to overcome that stereotype of not being the dumb gringo, so to speak?
I would say I lean into it a little bit more, and I think the more aware you are, and the more you lean into it, the more you will learn. But yeah, I wouldn't say I think the character is, I think, less dumb and more ignorant because he's almost too sheltered, if that makes sense. But yeah, when I go to a new place, like I went to Japan in 2017 for like 10 days. One of my all-time favorite places I've been, and in Mexico, the whole time I was there, I was pretty much trying to, I was basically annoying the bejesus out of people trying to learn Spanish and asking a million questions. But I think, I think leaning into it and learning is one of the beautiful things about traveling outside of the U.S.
All right, well, great show. I really loved it. Like I said, I got kinship to you in Nashville. And I was born in New York, not Schenectady. I just had to say Schenectady in the interview.
Who doesn't want to say Schenectady?
It's such a great word. But love the show. Can't wait till the audience gets to see it. And can't wait to see you guys and whatever you got coming next.
Awesome. Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you.